Erik and Lyle Menendez are preparing for their first parole hearing as they fight to be released from prison. The brothers were originally sentenced to life without parole for murdering their parents 36 years ago. At the time, they said it was self-defense after years of sexual abuse from their father. Now their first parole hearing is set for today after a judge resentenced them. But the LA District Attorney argues they never took accountability for their actions. ABC's Alex Stone is outside the prison in San Diego, and ABC News legal contributor Brian Buckmire is here for more analysis. So, Alex, Erik's up first today. Lyle will go in front of the board tomorrow. How is this expected to play out?
Yeah, so this could go for many hours today. Typically, Diane, one of these hearings goes about 2 or 3 hours. We're told this could go 6 to 8 hours because both of the brothers, today Erik, tomorrow Lyle, they have about 100 pages of testimony and comments that they want to give. And they're going to be family members and others who are going to be speaking as well, along with prosecutors who are opposing their release. But Erik Menendez in the prison behind me, he's going to be making his case to the parole board today, talking about what he has done in prison, that he is rehabilitated. We expect that he is going to talk about the crime itself and why they committed the crime and admit to the crime, something the DA says that they have never fully admitted and never come clean on. The DA does not want them to be released, but Erik Menendez today is going to try for his release.
Brian, in May, a judge resentenced the brothers because of supported letters from prison guards, their behavior in prison, and also the fact that they were under 26 when they committed these crimes. How much will those factors play into the parole hearing itself?
They'll have a big part of this in this parole hearing. And what we have to understand is that the standard here is whether or not there are substantial risks to danger within the society. And they're going to look at those letters from prison guards. They're going to look at those letters for individuals, say they were not violent while inside. We know that there were some issues in terms of violations of a cell phone, I think a mutual fight between one inmate and another. And so they'll look at all of those factors that you put in there and then some to decide whether or not they're going to be a substantial danger to society and whether or not it should be released on parole or be denied and have to come back some 3 to 15 years later.
Alex, the LA District Attorney says the brothers' narrative of self-defense is false and that they still pose a risk to society because they've never taken accountability. What are you watching for from him as these hearings start?
Yeah, the DA is making it very clear, Nathan Hochman, that he does not want them released, Diane, that he is saying that they are still a risk to society, that they have never come clean on their crimes. He says the abuse defense that they have claimed that Erik was being abused, so they decided their life was in danger and that they had to murder their parents, that is all a lie and an excuse. So we'll see how they counter that today. But the DA's office is going to be coming into this parole board and saying, don't do it, don't release them. Now, remember, there was a parole board assessment that was done on the brothers that we found out about through the court system back in May that found them to be a moderate risk if they were to be released, a moderate risk to society. That may play a role today as well.
And Brian, the brothers are getting separate hearings here. Could one get parole and another be denied?
Absolutely. While the crime that occurred was very similar, if not the exact same that they did, what they did after that in terms of what they did incarcerated, what programs they participated in, what we'll hear from them today and tomorrow in terms of their acceptance of their actions or their change of recognition of what they've done so far, could all be very different, along with the violations that they had. And so parole board could definitely say that one should be released and another should not, or vice versa, or both released or both not released.
All right. Alex, what happens next?
Well, we're going to find out today, whatever the ruling is from the parole board. They will grant or deny parole for Erik by the end of tonight and then do the same thing for Lyle tomorrow. But let's just say that they are granted parole. Then it won't be immediate. There's going to be a 120-day period where attorneys for the parole board will overlook everything and make sure that everything legally is correct. And then it will go to the governor, and the governor will have 30 days to decide if he is going to veto their release. He very well could. Sirhan, he vetoed his release. There have been Manson followers that he has vetoed as well. So the governor could put all of this to bed, even if they do say that they're going to be released, but it won't be immediate. So even if they do get parole today, they will not be walking out of here today or tomorrow.
All right, Alex Stone, Brian Buckmire, thank you both.